I have a second channel, Cube Compium DDX. Hey everybody, back with this computer again, this Core 2 Quad parts donor. So, if you watch the video of me tearing out, no, not tearing out, but cleaning out this computer as well as that E-machine tower there, you may recall how the CPU cooling fan was totally detached from this heatsink fan assembly. And I built this, not built this, I'm sorry, I keep saying built. I upgraded the motherboard in this thing back in 2011. I actually, from what I remember, I reused the factory Core 2 Quad CPU and carried it over with some new, got some new memory for it. I think it had DDR2 memory in the original motherboard. Now it has DDR3. Got this motherboard here in 2011. And I also happened to have this Rocket Fish heat pipe cooler, which originally had a 92mm fan on it. I was going back and looking through a video of mine, and it's the video of me demonstrating how to install an Intel cooler with push pins. Not the greatest video, but it's a video I posted back then when I was actually setting up this motherboard brand new out of the box. And I noticed that the fan that was on it then was not this fan right here. So you see this is a Dynex fan, so yeah, a little more on that here in a second. So this fan, this heatsink fan assembly is a Rocket Fish, so that's a Best Buy brand. So you'll be like, okay, maybe it would be pretty fair to expect it to have a Dynex brand fan on the side. Well, no. It actually had a 92mm fan manufactured by ABC. So, as I mentioned, once I built this computer, I don't think I ever saw it again. And I think my buddy, whoever took it to Best Buy to have it looked at some point, maybe the original fan had failed. And I noticed, if I look back at my previous video, okay guys, here's the video in question. It's how to install a modern Intel CPU cooler with push pins. It's a video I uploaded back in September of 2011, 9 years ago just about. So here I am installing this cooler onto the motherboard.
The last one will usually be the hardest.
And I want you to pay close attention to something.
The what?
Let me turn this down a little bit. I want you to pay close attention to something here. You see here I am getting ready to plug in the CPU fan, the CPU cooling fan. And you can see it has a 4-pin connector. It's a 92mm fan manufactured by Asia Vital Components, or ABC. 4-pin connector, and I'm about to plug it into the actual CPU fan connector on the motherboard. So, there I am, plugging it in. So, that answers one question I've had about this. Because when I had this thing apart last, originally when I was cleaning it out, I was kind of stumbled. I was like, certainly I didn't jerry-rig this fan on here. And the reason, and here's the thing. This fan, of course, it says Dynex. Guess what, guys? Best Buy either sells or they sold this fan in the computer accessories section. You could go to Best Buy and purchase this fan retail at their store. So I'm suspecting that something happened to the original fan that was on this cooler. And my buddy took it up to Best Buy. I don't know why he didn't take it to me, but he took it to Best Buy. And they said, okay, your CPU cooling fan is bad. We can replace your cooling fan for a X amount of money. So, here's the thing. This fan, which is the one this is not original to the cooler, by the way. This is one I just installed. I happen to have. This is one I happen to have that uses a 4-pin connector. That fan is the correct size fan for this cooler. It's a 92mm. Okay. If you go back and look at my previous videos, and if I can, I will add some clips in here for you to look at. You'll notice how, well, by the way, this fan, by the way, is an 80 millimeter fan. It's a little bit smaller. This is, for example, this is a 92 millimeter fan. This is an 80 millimeter fan. So, what they did more or less, and I'm pretty certain the geeks at Geek Squad did this wonderful thing. What they did is they took the mounts that the fan mounts into to clip into the cooler, and it's like, oh, this fan's too small. Let's just turn it like this. We'll put one screw here and put one screw here, and we'll just have one side here clip into the heatsink or the heat pipe assembly, and this side clip into the heat pipe assembly. Well, the only problem with that is it's not really secure, and that's why the cooling fan fell off the cooler on this thing. I don't know why it took me this long for it to click, but I was looking at this, I was like, I don't recall having a Dynex fan like this on hand when I built this thing. Absolutely not. So, you know, it's been a while since I have made a video critical of Geek Squad, but, you know, this is another fine example right here, guys, of why you should never take your computer to a retail store like Geek Squad at Best Buy or EasyTech at Staples. And guess what, guys? I worked at Staples EasyTech for 3 months, and that was the worst job I've ever had. I did not like it at all. But I have to say, it gave me 3 months of inside experience of working at Staples and how they do things. And why I wouldn't recommend them as an option for computer repair either. Yeah. This is not the first, and this is not the last time I will see the people at Geek Squad pull such a ridiculous move. So, another thing I should mention is, you may have noticed, I may have mentioned in the last video about this thing, about how they, let me turn this off. You may have seen me mention how I noticed how Best Buy, the Geek Squad, they plugged this fan into the system fan 1 header up here. See, this motherboard has a CPU fan header and a system fan 1 header right there. Does that surprise me? Not at all. So, I'll be honest with you, I have nothing at all against my buddy for taking this to Best Buy. That was his decision, his money to spend. But, I mean, honestly, guys, if you have a company or a vendor build you a computer, and you're not experienced with computer repair, if something goes wrong, why not just take it back to the person who sold it to you or built the computer or repaired it last? Because, you know, they may not only do they know the system better because they worked on it, but in certain cases, they may offer a repair service for free. You know what, guys? I would have done this for free. If I noticed that the fan had failed, I'd have said, hey, you know what, take it back, bring it to me, and I'll change it out. For free. I mean, it would have been done right. And also, well, because it would have been done right, the fan would not have fell off the heatsink like it did. Oh my gosh, guys. This is something else. Good job, Best Buy. Now, I'm going to say this. I cannot 100% guarantee this was Best Buy's doing. However, my suspicion is very, very strong because I would not do something like that. I mean, I prefer to do things right. If the cooler is designed to fit an 80mm fan, use an 80mm fan. If it's designed to fit a 92mm fan, put a 92mm fan in that thing. Now, there are some exceptions. You know, this cooler up here, it's a bit larger than that 80mm fan is on it, but you see I have a fan adapter on there that fits this fan on there snugly, and you shouldn't have to worry about it falling off. Now, that cooler there, the type of fan it used was kind of a proprietary design. It wasn't the standard box shaped cooling fan. It was some kind of weird design. But in cases like this, if the cooler is designed to use a 92mm fan, use a 92mm fan. Don't try to make an 80mm fan fit like you did, like Best Buy. Don't do it. Don't try to make a fan fit like you did here. And like I say, I can't guarantee this was Best Buy's doing, but I'm pretty dang certain. With that being a Dynex brand fan, and the way it was mounted, it does not surprise me. So, anyways, I just want to make this video right quick. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Well, everybody, that's it for this video. But don't forget, there's a lot more interesting stuff on the channel to check out. Also, if this is your first time visiting this channel, feel free to subscribe to keep your channel. And also, don't forget to tick the bell so that way you'll get notified of new video posts. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. But if you really didn't like it, there is the alternative option available as well. Also, feel free to check out my second channel, CubeComp MTDX. There you'll find videos about bicycling, weather, elevator tours, and all sorts of other neat, interesting stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to come back, and thank you for your support.